Project Aces released one of, if not the last, DLC for Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown last year. In collaboration with Paramount Pictures, the DLC titled Top Gun Maverick Aircraft Set DLC is, as the name suggests, based on the movie of the same name. It was released on all platforms on Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation on May 26, 2022, which is around the same time when the movie was released. This would mark it as the 5th DLC pack after the Season Pass, Original Aircraft DLC, Experimental Aircraft DLC, and Cutting Edge Aircraft DLC. And it is the most expensive DLC so far, costing around $30. Today, I will be taking a look at the Top Gun Maverick Aircraft Set DLC in detail, covering everything that is included, and hopefully by the end, you will be an informed consumer and decide for yourself if the DLC is worth the money or not. I will also give my verdict on it by the end of this video. Before we get into the details of this DLC, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you do not currently own a copy of the game, you can buy the standard edition of the game with this DLC, the Maverick edition for around $120, or you can get the Maverick Ultimate edition, which includes the Season Pass for $160, which seems kind of pricey. According to the Steam store page, the Maverick and the Ultimate Edition includes the base game, the aforementioned DLC, and Avril meets F-104C Starfighter, who is the secondary protagonist of the game, and the aircraft was featured in the opening cutscene of the campaign. The Ultimate Edition includes 8 popular squadron emblems, all from the previous installments of Ace Combat franchise, and it also includes the Season Pass. The Season Pass includes the first 6 DLC packs of the game, as you can see on the screen. I will go into detail about the Season Pass in another video. In total, there are 6 aircraft, each with their own set of skins, 10 emblems, and 12 nicknames for multiplayer, and 2 new music tracks. These aircraft are the DarkStar, F-14A Tomcat, F-14A Top Gun Maverick, F-18E Super Hornet, F-18E Top Gun Maverick, and the 5th Gen Fighter. Let's cover these aircraft in brief, and then I will move on to the emblems. First and foremost is the DarkStar. It is a fictional hypersonic stealth aircraft designed by Lockheed Martin's legendary Skunk Works division for Top Gun Maverick. The stubby wings and its lifting body fuselage makes it very aerodynamic, and it also features scramjet engines for hypersonic flight. However, that incredible speed comes with the cost of having terrible maneuverability. This aircraft is now, in fact, the fastest aircraft in the game, after dethroning the previous record holder, the MiG-31. The DarkStar has pulse lasers as its internal main gun and can hold weapon payloads within its weapons bay. Next up is the iconic F-14A Tomcat. There are 2 versions of the F-14A in this DLC, the normal F-14A Tomcat and the F-14A Top Gun Maverick. The main difference between the two is that the Top Gun Maverick edition has way better overall stats, and, while limited, can perform a post-stall maneuver called the Cobra maneuver. Now, with the addition of these planes, that makes it the 2nd and 3rd F-14 model in Ace Combat 7. There are several differences between them, but they perform similarly when compared to each other. For the skins of the Tomcat, the F-14A features 2 recognizable skins from the previous installations, the War Dog and the Rust Grease decals, while the F-14A Top Gun Maverick has the white skin from the movie and variations of it, and both Maverick and Iceman skins from the original 1986 Top Gun. Next is the main aircraft of the movie, the F-18E Super Hornet. It is similar to the F-14, in which it has 2 versions, the normal F-18E and the F-18E Top Gun Maverick. They both have different overall stats, and the TGM version is way more maneuverable. It can even perform a Cockpit maneuver, a full 360 degrees post-stall maneuver. They are also the 3rd and the 4th F-18 model added into the game, which is too many in my opinion. Now we have the base game's F-18F, the Cutting Edge DLC's F-18F Block 3, and these F-18E models. In short, they all perform similarly to each other, but they all have their own weapon loadouts, which changes each playstyle. The F-18E doesn't have many unique skins. However, the F-18E Top Gun Maverick took the skin directly from the movie with some other color variations. And last but not least is the 5th Gen fighter. It is the aircraft used by the adversary in Top Gun Maverick. And while not mentioned in the movie, it is modeled after the Russian-made Sukhoi Su-57. It is a stealth-oriented aircraft and is rather maneuverable because its engines are equipped with thrust vectoring nozzles, and it also features large wing surfaces. It has a different loadout from the Su-57 that's from the base game, but their stats are very similar. And for its skins, I would say that they're not really interesting. It seems kind of basic, similar to the ones we have seen on other aircraft from the base game. I have made a separate video for each of these aircrafts, analyzing the differences between each version of the models, and I will link the videos in the description of this video. And if you ask me to compare these aircrafts against each other on which is better, I would say that they're all different in their own way, because they were all made for different purposes and for different eras of air combat. Now let's move on to the emblems and nicknames. Emblems are the insignia or symbols that you can find on the aircraft's body, wings, and tails. We've got 10 emblems from this DLC, and they all look pretty cool in my opinion, but I rarely switch the emblems because it's not really a big part of what you're looking at. Most of the time you'll be focusing on the skin of the aircraft and not the emblems. Nicknames are names that can be used for multiplayer, and since I don't play multiplayer, pretty much all of these 12 nicknames are useless for me. The nicknames are as follows: Top Gun, Maverick, Iceman, Goose, Viper, Cougar, Wolfman, Payback, Hangman, Fanboy, Rooster, and Coyote. They are all basically or literally call signs and are used to show your preferred nickname in battle. And finally, the DLC includes 2 new music tracks. And according to Acepedia, these are Keiki Kobayashi's rearranged Top Gun anthem and an instrumental version of the Danger Zone for Team Deathmatch and Battle Royale. In my 4 review videos, I have always used the instrumental version of Danger Zone, and I haven't used the Top Gun anthem at all, but you should give it a listen. I will also link both of these music tracks in the description below. So overall, most of what you're getting from this DLC are mainly the 6 DLC aircrafts for $30. That's $5 for each aircraft. I believe that the others are just an added bonus of this DLC. The main selling point is the aircraft. If you're looking to add replayability, you might want to consider getting this DLC and replay the campaign or play multiplayer with them. You can fly as Maverick in the DarkStar to go hypersonic, shoot lasers, and outfly your own missiles or incoming missiles, or fly both the F-14A and F-14E Top Gun Maverick Edition to dominate the skies. And you could also pose as the adversary and play as the 5th Gen fighter while listening to the instrumental version of Danger Zone. Or if you're just an aircraft enthusiast or a huge fan of Top Gun, you should get the DLC. But then again, if you are only playing this game for the story, then you wouldn't need this DLC. It's rather expensive, and the aircraft won't contribute much to your enjoyment of the story. Rather, it would ruin the first-time experience, since you get to unlock the aircraft immediately instead of obtaining the aircraft by purchasing them on the aircraft tree. As you progress through the game, the enemies will gradually get more advanced and powerful. You can literally use the 5th Gen fighter to clear all the missions without even buying anything from the aircraft tree. So, what do you think? Is the Top Gun Maverick DLC for you? Is the content you're getting from this DLC worth $30, or should it be cheaper? What should or should not have been included in the DLC? Write down your thoughts in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.